Thanks for purchasing our tool. This is your first step in taking control over your PPP compliance. Remember, entering accurate information into the tool is essential to make sure you're accurately estimating and maximizing your forgiveness correctly. Don't worry, entering payroll into the tool is easy. Now let's focus on the first portion of the schedule that negatively impacts your forgiveness. We have modeled this schedule to mimic the SBA loan forgiveness application form. The schedule is a little bit wider than we would have liked, but we wanted to provide the most transparency as well as a linkage to the SBA form. First off, as with all our other user entry schedules, the forgiveness reduction tab is blue. So let's go to that now. Payroll reduction schedule right here. The schedule is set up on an employee basis because the SBA requires the forgiveness limitations to be computed on an employee. The first 19 columns are automatically populated from the payroll or other schedules. There is nothing you should need to do here. However, we do recommend reviewing the information in row 6 and compare those amounts to the individual payroll tabs for each period. If they don't match, you'll need to investigate the variance. It is likely due to input error. Please remember that weeks 1, 2, and 8 are linked to the prorated payroll week 1, prorated payroll week 2, and prorated payroll week 8 tabs, and not the actual payroll tabs. This is due to certain allocation requirements. So in this spreadsheet now, where there's zeros here, this would be your employees, and all of this for the first 19 columns would be populated, taking us all the way out here to the step 1C. The rest of the schedule is set up to mimic the SBA forgiveness application form and includes the step numbers above each column as appropriate. So we would begin with either a salary or an hourly position. You need to put an H or an S as appropriate for each period. This is important as the forgiveness is computed differently for each type of employee. The tool will only compute one type of forgiveness for each employee. So if an employee was paid equal to or greater than 75% of the preceding period in this column S, it will turn either green for that it is in compliance and it is greater than 75%, or red and that it's showing that more input is needed in order to calculate the forgiveness reduction. For hourly employees, enter the actual hourly wage as of February 15th, 2020 in column 2A, right here. Enter the actual hourly wage from the period February 15th, 2020 through April 26th, 2020. This may require a calculation if the employee had more than one pay rate during the period. You will need to follow the SBA guidance when it's issued on computing the average hourly wage when issued. You can also follow our FAQs and we will update them when more guidance is issued. If the hourly wage rate is higher for the period February 15th through April 26th, you will go to step 3. If not, you will proceed to step 2C. We have included a red cell if you need to go to step 2C and a green light if you go directly to step 3. If you need to go to step 2C, enter the actual hourly wage in column 2C, right here. You have met the exception if the amount is greater than the amount in 2A, and no further reduction of forgiveness is required. The cell will turn green, and in your forgiveness application, you can enter 0 in box 3. If it's red, it shows that the June amount is lower, and you will have a forgiveness reduction. All reductions are automatically calculated in step 3. For salaried employees, like our example here, the process is a little different. In the hourly salary column, put an S. In step 2A, in that column, enter the actual employee salary through February 15th, 2020. We have computed the annualized amount in the following cell. In step 2B, in that column, enter the employee actual earnings for the period February 15th through April 26th. We have not included a schedule for these amounts. You will need to pull this information from your payroll registers. If the amount for 2B is greater than the amounts for 2A, the cell will turn green and you can go to step 3. If you need to go to step 2C, enter the average annual salary at June 30th in the column 2C. We've annualized the salary information in the following cell, which is right here. If the amounts in 2C are greater than 2A, the cell will turn green. Congratulations, there is no forgiveness reduction. If not, the cell will turn red and you have a forgiveness reduction. All forgiveness reductions are computed automatically in steps 3. And that right here, you can see that in this example, there was a reduction of $600.